So there's a lot of videos on the internet about books that you must read before you turn 18. Books that you should read in order to become successful in life, and those are all good, but there are also a lot of BS out there. That's why I wanted to make this video, since my channel is about books and entrepreneurship and acquiring wealth. That's why in this video I'm going to share with you the only 6 books you really need in order to make it in life. So whatever you're chasing, whatever you're pursuing, or whatever you want to do in life, I assure you, if you read these books carefully and take notes and actually implement them in your life, I guarantee that you will get what you want. So these are the 6 life-changing books that have had a profound impact on my life and my personal growth in entrepreneurial journey. So these books are not just about gaining knowledge, they are about transforming your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your life. I truly guarantee you, if you actually go ahead and read these 6 books that I'm about to show you, I truly believe that you can actually get what you want and achieve all your goals. I really cannot stress this out, how important it is for you to finish all these books and to read them all the way. It's best for you to reread them once in a while. These books have been an absolute game changer for me, and I know that they can do the same for you. So without further ado, I'm just gonna start with book number 1. So book number 1 is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is amazing. This book has taught me so much about money. It has so many strategies, and it has secret formulas that so many people have implemented in their lives in the past. Secret formulas that they still work right now if you want to implement them for yourself. I really recommend you reading this one. It will open your eyes and it will teach you so much about money. It will tell you everything that you need to know, from making money and how you can multiply it, and also how you can expand your knowledge. This book has so many strategies that have been put to the test by thousands of people in the past, strategies that they still work right now. So some of the things that I've learned from this book is, for example, the power of thought. Basically, the book says that whatever you think, that's what is gonna happen in your life. The way you think, the way you move, the way you talk, the way you think about money, the way you want to make money is very important and very crucial for you to understand that the way you think about money or about life, that's how your life is going to actually be. Also, this book talks a lot about persistence, how you can be more persistent and more precise in your work. This book also talks a lot about organization, and planning is very important for you to be organized and actually plan stuff in your lives. This book is all about believing in yourself. So basically, if you have self-belief, let's say you have a goal that you want to accomplish, if you really focus on that goal and you really think about it and dream about it and visualize it, it will basically happen. I think this book is absolutely amazing, and it has had a very huge impact in my life. My mind was so much different, the way I was thinking and the way I was operating. So I really recommend for you guys to read this one. Okay, so book number 2 is, before I actually reveal this book, and you guys might make fun of me because this is like the typical book that you see in every YouTube video or TikTok or Instagram, but it's actually been one of the best books I've ever read, and such an eye-opening, and I cannot stress it enough. And I'm talking, of course, about Rich Dad Poor Dad. So this was the first book that I read about money and entrepreneurship and how to make money. This was an eye-opening for me. It was one of the best books that I read at the time when I started reading about business. It basically teaches you what money is, how it's multiplied, how is it made, what's the difference between poor people and rich people. Basically, the meaning of it is people who are educated about money and people who are not. So basically, this book has so many strategies about how to make money, how to multiply it, especially if you don't know much about businesses, entrepreneurship, anything really that has to do with business. This is a very good book. It's one of the best books I've ever read about money because it's so simple to understand. It's very simple to understand. There are things written in this book that they don't teach you even at college. When I first read this book, I was amazed with everything that I learned. Everything was just so much clearer to me. After I was done reading the book, I understood everything and I knew exactly what to do. I was so motivated to just start my business. I was so motivated to do everything because this book is so powerful and it will teach you so much. In my opinion, this is a really must read, even though you see it everywhere, but it is truly a wonderful book and I really recommend it. Okay, so the third book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is a incredible book. I read this book about a year ago, year and a half, and since then I've never been the same. This book not only will help you run a successful business not only will also help you to make friends and influence people and also build a strong character, a leader, to become somebody better, but this book is also filled with strategies and lessons that you need to know and to understand if you want to become the best version of yourself. It's a great book and it has taught me so much. I really go back and reread it because I really love this book. It's truly an amazing book. It even says it on the back, the only book you need to lead you to success. Trust me when I say this, when you're gonna read this book, if you're gonna feel so calm, you're gonna feel so in peace. One of my favorite chapters in this book is called How to Make People Like You. It's very, very interesting. It talks about business but also human relationships. It's such a wonderful book. Honestly, I really recommend this one. If you're really looking for success, if you're really trying to accomplish something big in life, or just to become a better person, you really need to read this book. I cannot stress it enough. It's one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Okay, so book number 4 is The Psychology of Money. This book is about money. It will teach you so many things on how to save money, how to make money, how to multiply money, how to make other people also want to chase money. So basically this creates like a group of people who chase the same thing. So everything that happens in your life comes from you. The way you react to things, the way you react to situations, the way you react to everything. So everything comes from the brain. In order to have a successful life, you have to teach yourself, you have to study, you have to basically, like you go to the gym, you work out to make your body stronger and eat healthy. Well, the same goes about the brain. You have to teach yourself, you have to feed the brain good information in order to become successful, because everything comes from the brain. If you are unhappy with your life or your situation that you are right now, it's because you've made some very bad and poor decisions in the past. So the way to fix that is from this moment on to make better decisions, and the way you do that is by learning, by understanding how everything around you works. This book is very good. The first time I ever read this book, I was amazed with all the lessons that it teaches. It basically explains and it breaks down how money works and how people handle money and about the decisions people make with their money and why some people have more and why some people have less. It gives you a brief understanding of the whole idea of this paper that we call money. I really recommend you reading this book. Basically, all you need to know about money is in this book, and as soon as you're gonna get it, you're gonna get so motivated to just do something and really change your whole life. It has changed my life since I've read it, and it has been a game changer. I recommended this book to so many people that I know. It's one of the best books about money and about the whole psychology. That's why it's called The Psychology of Money. I really recommend this book to you guys. This is one of the best books on finance and acquiring wealth. So if that's what you're after, then I really recommend you reading this book. So book number 5 is The Undercover Economist. My wife bought this book for me. This is such a great book. It's about an economist who is undercover, basically explaining on how money works, how the governments make money, how different countries have different economies, how money is printed, how it affects our lives, how jobs work. It will teach you so much, and it's so much information in this tiny book, but the way it's been written, it's so easy to understand, and it's one of the best books about finances and about wealth. Also, something that I love about this book is that it's very blunt. So if you've read like books in the past about finance, about wealth, or about money, you will understand what I'm saying. A lot of books hide so many things and they don't really explain a lot of stuff. This is not the case on this book because it's very blunt and it actually tells you everything. And when you read this book, you feel like you've been lied to all your life, and it will explain everything you need to know. It's such an eye-opening, and it's like a super book. Everything that goes on in the world that involves money, which is everything, yeah, this book will break it down for you. Also, one other thing that I like about this book, it will teach you about failure and how important it is to also fail in life, because that's how you learn, and that's how you need to get back up from your fails. You've heard of this everywhere. When you fail, you need to get back up, but this will actually make you understand, and it will break down to you how important it is also to fail in life and how to deal with failure. And last but not least, 50 things that made the modern economy. This is another one of his book. This book is basically so if you read the first one, The Undercover Economist, there are some stuff that doesn't mention in this book. This will cover everything up. So but you really need to read both books to actually get this. Will go on even further to explain how countries work and passports work and how credit cards work and how everything is connected through the banks and information that if I were to explain on this video, it will actually take hours and hours and hours. This is one of the best economic books, and Finance Wealth is one of the best books that I've ever read, packed with fascinating details. It has so many lessons that are very valuable, especially to this day and age where we live, that everything costs money, everything is expensive, and money has become, which it shouldn't be, but it is one of the biggest priorities in everyone's lives. So yeah, make sure you buy yourself this book and read it. I really recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it until the end, let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this. I do read a lot of books. I'll show you some pictures. I'll put up some pictures on the screen right now, and in the future I can make more videos about books that I've read that have also changed my life, that I think are very interesting and very good for people to read. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.